All right, let's talk about it before I leave New York. All right, so let's get this out of the way. First of all, this is my first official video with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. This is the cameras of the Z Fold 7. Here's my Galaxy S25 Edge. I shot this entire trip with the Edge. All content, everything was done with the Edge, and so I think that's important to note. The Edge is a phenomenal phone. It is all that you would think it's going to be, and it really is living up to the hype, especially around the battery and things like that. So let's get into this particular phone, though. This Fold that has gained some popularity, I should say. It's no secret that, you know, the Fold is where it's at. Everybody, this is the new thing. Everybody got their chance to check it out ahead of time. And now I'm bringing you official content on it. So let's talk about the specs on this phone. I never gave you my official rundown of the specs of this device. And I think I'm going to do it in this video because I just want to share it with you. So one thing I want to point out, I mentioned to you that I will be getting the 1 terabyte Mint, but turns out the Mint is not available in 1 terabyte. It's only available in 512, which is, you know, kind of a bummer because I really wanted the terabyte Mint, but I might just settle for the 512 because this is a loan device from Samsung. And if you haven't seen the unboxing on Instagram, I've got an unboxing and kind of a full first impression is coming to YouTube soon when I get back from New York. This phone's specs. So let's just lay it out there and let's just talk about it right now. Because I want to get this out of the way because I don't want people to keep leaving all these comments to me about something I already know about. And then you want to get my opinion on it. Okay, so first things first, I bought the 1 terabyte, and they have a 1 terabyte of the Fold, just not in the Mint color. It's only in black or blue, I believe. So I don't want another black Fold. This blue is really nice that they let me get on loan, and then the Mint, to me, is the color I really like the most. So don't know what I'm going to do yet, but first I'm going to use this as the review unit, which is what it is. I'm going to use it to its full potential. Phone calls, texts, everything. I'm already doing it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the price. So many people are upset about this price, and all I can say is just move on, don't buy it. And it seems like a lot of the people that are getting upset about the price are people who already have the previous generation device. And, you know, nobody, and just to be clear here, there are very few people that are paying full price for these devices. A lot of people are doing trade-ins. You can sell it any way you want to sell it, but you're not coming out of pocket $2,000 for these devices. And I see it because everybody's talking about their trade-ins. So the phone pricing was officially raised about $100 or so, or $120 or $119. It went up a little bit, so right. So, but they did that the year before and the year before. So it's you're gonna see this thing, folks. Like I'm not going against people who don't like the price because I think the price is high too. Like it's incredible that the starting price is $19.99. Like it's a $2,000 starting price for a 256 gig phone. I don't like that either. So we're going to get this conversation out the way so you guys can stop asking me, sending me a bunch of messages like, why aren't you talking about this? Why aren't you talking about that? We're still in the midst. I'm getting into my review phase, but this is something that just needs to be said. So I was going to save it for another video, but just going to do it now. So the pricing on this thing, we all know it's expensive, but if you haven't found a way to get a discount on any of these new phones that launch, that's not on the company, that's on you. You need to find a way, like most of us. Like I traded in my Fold 5 and got like $1,500 off of my Fold 6. So I traded in my Fold 6. I'm not losing any money. They're giving me $1,000 for it. I only paid like $500 or $400 something, I think. And for those of you that are going to say, well, but you're in the trade-in loop. No, you have to get in at a discount. So meaning I started off in that trading cycle where I was ahead. And so, okay, example for those that just fully don't understand, you wanted a Fold 3 and you didn't have a Fold 2. So you buy a pre-owned Fold 2 at a really low cost and then you reap the rewards of the higher trade-in. you're going to come out of pocket for something. But sometimes I've gotten devices at no cost and then traded them in, and then it was full, I just paid a lower price. Your goal shouldn't be to continue to complain about what the pricing of the phone is. Your goal should be to get the phones at the lowest price possible. And that is on you. Can't say it any more straight and direct than that. So I'm not hating or mad at the people who keep complaining about the price. Oh, the price is too high. You knew the price was going to be at least $2,000, son. You knew it was. If you didn't know, something's wrong. You're not following the tech world like you think you are. But this phone definitely starting at $2,000. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying, how long are you going to sit and complain about it, or what are you going to do about it? Either you're going to move on and keep using your current device, or you're just going to find a trade-in or just find a way to get it, whatever, however you can get it. So price, it is a high price device, folks. This isn't something that's new. Now, the S Pen. So many people, I'm saying, and the only reason I can see these things is because people follow me, were commenting on it or whatever. So the S Pen, no S Pen support. Well, I have S Pens for both my Fold and 5. And I don't use the S Pen a lot. I only use it for editing when I need to get into those tight spaces, or I'm signing something. That's literally the only time I use it. So if I'm Samsung and I'm the person that's handling these designs, I'm going to cut corners where the masses are not using something. So so I think people think that they're the majority, but you're really the minority. Coming from a true tech enthusiast, me, I genuinely like technology, which is why I still buy everything that I want outside of review units and stuff like that. So the S Pen, okay, they took away the S Pen technology. You may not have an official S Pen that you can get from Samsung, but I've been saying it for years. There's third-party S Pens that work with capacitive displays, folks. It's such an easy fix. And I know you guys are saying, well, they're raising the price and then they're taking stuff away. I don't disagree, man. This isn't a video where I'm disagreeing with you. I'm just pointing out the obvious, because some people are complaining about the obvious and nothing's going to happen. They're not going to remake this device. It's just not going to happen. So, yeah, the S Pen support, it no longer has S Pen support. Whether you want to accept it or not, the majority of people and the masses don't use an S Pen. They did not buy that external S Pen, and they just didn't do it. And so from a company standpoint, I haven't got like an official word on this, but just based on all of my years of experience, yeah, companies are going to remove stuff quietly and move on. If they don't feel like it's worth their time to add it on there or do it, they take it out and move on. And they also have these little meetings where they discuss, what should we take away, what should we keep, what should we add. I'm sure they do. I've sat in on meetings like that before. But the S Pen being gone is not the end of the freaking world, man. If you want an S Pen, get an Ultra. Everybody gives high praise to the Ultra, but when they took away the Bluetooth functionality on the Ultra, everybody complained about that. But again, it falls into the category of, or the arena of, are people really using this? And if they can find a way, Samsung can find a way to cut costs, they're gonna do it, man. Not just Samsung, Motorola, Apple, everybody's doing the same thing. But I understand some people are loyal to a brand. I'm not loyal to any one brand. I have multiple brands in my fleet of phones, and I enjoy every last one of them because they all offer something different. The Fold coming in without the S Pen support, it is not the end of the world, folks. It doesn't have it. Go find you a third-party pen off of Amazon or eBay or wherever you buy your stuff from. And I already have one that I got off Amazon years ago. It works with all of my touchscreen phones, foldables, everything. It's not that big of a freaking deal, man. At least not to me, it's not. But I respect you if you think it's a big deal. But it's not the end of the world, and it's not a big deal. And whether you want to accept it or not, the masses do not use the S Pen on these products, man. They just don't. Now, the battery life. Yo, this is another one where I recently posted on my feed. I showed you my current battery life this morning. So I charged the phone up yesterday, and I wish I could show it to you now to see what I'm currently at. I think I checked it before this video, and I'm at 41%, 19 hours of usage, or something like that. I think it's like 19 or almost 20 hours of usage and 6.5 hours of screen on time, folks. That's where I'm at right now. So the 4,400 milliamp hour battery, in fact, the 3,900 milliamp hour battery in this bad boy, everybody crapped all over before they even got a chance to use it. But when people started using it, they started saying, yeah, there are people out there that feel like it's just not enough battery for them. And I get it. Depending on what kind of user you are, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it through a full day. You can make it through a work day for sure, but you won't make it through 24 hours if you're just constantly on your phone, you never put it down. You probably won't make it through a full day with any device. But with the 4,400 milliamp hour battery inside of this phone, I anticipate a lot of people making it through the day, whether they want to believe it or not. And I've been on this thing nonstop. And again, this is my first official video from this phone. I've only taken one photo, and that was of me just testing the cameras out because I want to do it back at home. But, this phone cameras have been improved, folks. Again, this is the footage from the Z Fold 7. Yeah, son. So it's really good. No denying it. It's just what it is. So anyway, the price, the S Pen, the battery life always depends on the user. This is something that I always push home to people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm only talking about screen on time because that's what people want to hear. I personally go on standby time, like how long before I have to plug up again, because I don't monitor my phone by every action that I'm doing. I'm just using the products. And if it needs to be put on a charger, it needs to be put on a charger, simply put. So, excuse me. If I need to put it on the charger, I'm putting it on the charger. It's just that simple. So, but I like to give people, answer these questions that people might think they want to know, or just if they just want to know. So the 4,400 milliamp hour battery, folks, I don't anticipate anyone going a half a day and having to charge, unless you're some gamer and you're just doing that kind of thing. Plug the phone up while you're doing it. So you can't expect things to be just perfect for you because you want them to be perfect. Yeah, it's not going to happen. I always tell people, if it's not your thing, just move on. Like, you can keep complaining about what something doesn't have and how they're doing it wrong. We all do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an exception to the rule. I have my thoughts and complaints and gripes sometimes on products, but I'm the type of cat that I'm gonna find a resolution for myself. I'm not gonna just get on here and slander and just trash everything. If I have a catch and release, I'm actually kind of respectful with my catch and releases. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really get too hard on them. I just point out the things that didn't work for me and I move on. But I haven't had a catch and release in quite some time. And with this phone, the battery life, folks, like anything, it depends on you. It depends on you. It depends on what you're doing on the phone, how many apps you have on the phone, everything. It's so much that goes into what your battery life is going to be. That's what you fail to understand. Some people fail to understand that. You can't measure your battery off of my battery. Like, I anticipate getting about 29 to 30 some odd hours off of this single charge and about 7 hours of screen on time. Even though I'm at 41% right now when I started this video, and 6.5 hours screen on time, or six and a half hours screen on time, I think I'm probably going to end with like 7 hours and 20 minutes maybe, and 30 hours of usage, or 28 hours of usage. I think that's where I'm going to end at. And for me, that's good enough, because I know for me, over time, my screen on time will go down and my standby time will go up. Like, total usage will then move into like 36 hours, and then I need to charge 5 hours of screen on time, or 5.5 hours of screen on time, because I do a lot of phone calls. I was telling people before, they're like, well, how you have such long standby time? You got low usage, you're not really using the phone. Like, when I'm on the phone, the screen is off and it's on the counter or whatever, and I'm just talking on the phone on Bluetooth. And so that doesn't seem to count too much on screen on time, you know what I mean? But the reality is, I use my phones for phones. Anything else that you have a question about, those are the things that people seem to have really been hammering me about just in a short period of time of me being at the event. And I'm not saying I'm taking it personal, I'm just saying, and they're not like getting on to me, I'm just saying these are the questions and comments that people keep making, like, why aren't you talking about this, and what about this? And I'm like, man, we're just getting started, son. So if you have any questions or concerns about the product, I've given you my current battery time in the first 24 hours, and that's phenomenal battery to me for a device like this. The fact that it's 4,400 milliamps and it's thinner, and it's got a good processor in it. Obviously the software is optimized. the fact that this is where we are and I'm still getting the same type of battery as my 6, is it really a fail? Is it really like they should have done this? Do I want a 5,000 milliamp hour battery? Do I want them to use the silicon battery technology? Of course I do. But we're talking about business, and if they can cut as many corners as they want to, or if they can hold out as long as they can and make as much money as they can first, they're gonna do it. So you vote with your wallet, and you know what I'm saying, when it comes to stuff like this, you talk with your wallet. That's how you control the market, with your wallet. But the fact is, Samsung's trade-in deals are so good, it's hard to pass. And if you pass this time, at one point they were giving away the Watch 8 for free during the app, but some of you guys probably missed that. They were giving a higher credit during the app. There was just different things going in the app. And there's discounts now though. You hit the link in the description, grab yours, get any discounts you can, because some of that stuff is not available anymore. But the point is, you still get discounts on something, you still get your credits or whatever. But I'm really hoping that, like all things, don't go too much on what we say, or you see me saying, or you see people. A lot of people do this. Why you do this to me, I don't know. Like I guess I shouldn't say you're doing it to me. You're in my comment section telling me what another person said and what their experience is, instead of watching my video and seeing my experiences, then watching somebody else's video, getting like 15, 20 people with their experiences, and then you weigh it out yourself. Look at the percentage of the numbers yourself. You're not gonna see a lot of people hating on this phone overall, I think. It has nothing to do with getting review units and stuff like that, because I'm a real one. Like people say, keep it real. I'm a real one. I'll buy whatever I want to buy, and I give you as much content as I can. And even when I get a review unit, I'm still going to be honest with you guys, man. That's how you do a review for the people that's watching you. That's how you keep it real. You shoot it out there and you just use the product and let them judge for themselves. And scouring the internet talking about what something doesn't have or what they should have done, that's nothing, man. Just go buy it if you want to buy it and experience it, and if not, just keep it pushing. I've always been like that. Not just with this phone. Like period. I'm like that. If you have to gripe about it that much, a couple things are going on. You can't afford it, or you don't know how to get it, or you're just mad about whatever, something. Just move on, or use what you already have. This is the same redundant conversation every year that we pick apart what something doesn't have or what it should have. But like I said, the only way to handle that, you man up and or woman up, and you get what you need to get from it. Use it, buy it if you can. If not, keep it pushing. This phone will have some shortcomings, but on the surface, it's just a lot of people complaining about it not having an S Pen. They messed up with the battery, and the cameras aren't really the ultras cameras. All kind of stuff. People have been commenting to me about, and I'm like, well, I'm using it. And so the best way to do that is to use this phone next to the Ultra, use it next to the Edge, use it next to these other products, and show you the differences. Samsung video quality is on point, folks. This is a cell phone that I'm using to record this video. It's crazy, right? You can't say that it's not. It's freaking crazy. So it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed, man. Discussion video real briefly here. I think the phone is going to be a major hit, especially with this blue. And I'm probably going to get a blue flip. I know the flip, I'll discuss the flip later, but I know the flip doesn't have, I know it has an excellence process and all that. Folks, I know these things. It's funny how people keep pointing these things out to me, but I'm just not big on specs all the time. I'm big on experience. So if I get a good enough experience out of it, does it really matter what's inside? It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Samsung is coming for the US market again because, well, there's not a lot of competition in the US market. I'm waiting for OnePlus to drop another phone. I'm waiting for companies like Huawei and Xiaomi to come back to the US and get in here and create some real competition. And that is when your prices will start to drop, because then you'll be choosing who you want. You won't just be picking the same company over and over again. But until then, Samsung's the king. They got this on lock. And this foldable that I'm recording with, the Z Fold 7, quality is phenomenal. I am using an external mic because it's kind of loud and it's that kind of an echo in the hotel. I don't know if you can hear all the cleaning and stuff that's going on right now, but the fact of the matter is nobody's competing with Samsung right now in the market because they holding it down, and there's nobody here to compete with really when it comes to these foldable games. OnePlus can try again, and the only way to do that is to bring that Oppo Find body over here as the OnePlus. That's competition for this phone. Give it the official US bands, make it official in the US, then we're gonna see what's up. But until then, this Fold 7 is bringing heat, son. I'm telling you, this thing is crazy good. I've been using it all day since yesterday, and it is fire. I'm telling you, man, it's not just a new design. The quality is really good. It's refined a little. Okay, now, let's be clear. Yeah, the new design is fire. You get a wider front. You get a 6.5 inch display on front. You basically get a regular cell phone that opens up. The thinness is what makes it. It's just what it is. If you like it, you love it, or you hate it, or you're hating on it. Either way, it's here, and I think it's getting ready to blow the spot up. I'll see you in the next one. Link in the description, man. Get yours ordered right now.